Today, I have a very exciting guest, an expert on the topic of systems, the author of the book, E-Myth for Real Estate Agents. A book, E-Myth, and E-Myth Revisited is a book that we've all read before. We got a lot of great ideas from, but none of it was very specific to our industry. So Brad has been in the industry now for well over 20 years, tried and tested everything underneath the moon and the stars, and systemized the business in a way where anyone that follows these very simple processes and systems can increase their production from 24 deals to 36 to 48 to 50 something to do 100 plus transactions a year. And that is the number that I don't know why everybody wants to get to, but very few people get to. And I want to help as many of you as I possibly can get to that number or even beyond. So who better to have a conversation with than Mr. Brad Korn. Welcome to the Top Listing Agent Show, my friend.
Hey, glad to be here, man. I love anybody that wants me to share how every agent absolutely has right in front of them right now 100 sales. It's like my life mission has become every agent 100. It's just, that's the mission. So I love sharing the information. I love getting people excited about and showing them where it's sitting so they can go get it and start today. So thank you for having me on.
Awesome. Well, it's an honor. It's an honor for us to have the opportunity to share you with our audience that we love so much. And let's begin, Brad, by, I know some people, are familiar with who you are, what you do, where have you been and all that good stuff. Some people may not be that familiar with you. Why don't you give us your version of an introduction of, how you started selling real estate to where you're at right now and why you're so awesome.
Yeah, actually, I started in 91. So while we're recording this right now today, it was September of 91. So dating the video a little bit, it's been 30 years as of tomorrow that I got into real estate. And I started in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis. And, we didn't have people like you, sharing this information and top agents that would share information. So I was cutting and pasting brochures. We didn't have Photoshop then. I don't think Al Gore had created the internet yet at 91. I think that came about 95, right? But no, so I started selling real estate thinking, I'll go to real estate. I'm going to make, $10,000 every time I sell a house. And so I did make $10,000, but that was if you accumulated my first 3 years worth of selling, I made $10,000. I had a second job. I was slinging newspapers in the morning at 4 a.m. and then I was working Radio Shack nights and weekends. So actually those two things was kind of crazy. It just hit me that the newspaper route helped me learn the neighborhoods and the streets. And I saw the neighborhood names because I was like, how's everybody remember all this stuff? And Radio Shack gave me all the technology that I have in the background to be able to get the most exposure on the websites, understand technology at a high level. So actually, I just now kind of connected those dots. So there was a reason why we did that. But anyway, so fast forward, over the years, I came out of the chutes just like everybody else does. The industry is teaching us to go get the next deal, get the next deal, get the next deal. The other thing I realized along the way is that when we were opening up an office, when we first came over to our franchise that we're at, that, an agent starts out probably $2,500 in the hole. By the time real estate school is $400, and then they need another 90 for this, then they need 500 for that, then you need 300 for that. You got to get lockbox, got to get signed. So we found that our agents that were coming into the office were starting out $2,500 in the hole. And then, at some of these older companies we were at where they took 50% of the commission, I mean, you can't ever get out of the hole. No wonder why, in our statistics, our agents don't survive. So I got mad at that. And I was mad because I was trying to support 3 girls, my family. I was working 2 jobs and I just got mad. So I just started listening to every top agent. I would go up and introduce myself to every panel at every training session. I would become friends with them, find out where they were. I'd go shadow them. And I just started implementing things that I was learning. And I would tweak them to where they actually did work. Because there's a lot of things you do that just don't do. Well, they made it sound like it worked from stage, So I just got them to work and I got the systems to work. I automated and systematized because I read E-Myth E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber way back. And when I read that book the first time, it was so simple. Why small businesses don't work and what to do about it. And it's just a simple conversation around a lady that owns a bakery shop. Well, we are small businesses too. In fact, you and I know we're small businesses without the brick and mortar. That's even harder. So as I implemented this stuff, I mean, I was just getting more and more successful and got to the point where we were selling 100 homes a year every year for 20 plus years. And it was all systematized so that I could deliver the same level of service. And that's where people just started asking me to like come speak and share. And next, you know, I'm at the conferences on stage and I'm just a guy that does it, you know.